morning. I just enjoyed a lovely morning sunrise walk and a workout, and now let's get into the day. I've been watching a lot of videos recently, podcasts that of survivors who tell their story, and so I listened to just not really a survivor story this morning on my walk, but like someone, I don't really want to get into it, but the point is that I don't know, I just feel like there's a lot of change coming in our world, and I just think sometimes we can feel really helpless about it, but I think one of the best things we can do is heal ourselves and weed any of the darkness out of ourselves, and walk towards the light. And whenever destiny brings a situation to us where we can have impact on someone, we take that opportunity and we do good in the world. And anyways, so I'm doing what I am able to do, and I hope that you're finding your place as well in the world, and where you want to make a contribution. And so with that being said, let's get into our beautiful, lovely, hopefully, Wednesday. All right, well, we're off to get some groceries. And guys, I am so tired today. I didn't really get that much sleep, so maybe that's why. But I am dragging. My body's dragging, but I posted a reel about a turtle that I had caught when we took a trip to Kauai last year. And it's just like moving along the beach, and I was like, that's how I feel. So slow. I normally like to eat like a big meal for my first meal, and it's like at noon, and I'm running low, guys, on the groceries, and so it was kind of just like a make do type of meal. So I'm gonna go get some good food so I can have a more substantial meal tonight. Anyway, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the world, like we're going through a phase, guys. And sometimes I feel united with humanity. Like I feel like, okay, we're all going through this together. Our consciousness is evolving. And although that is true, like our consciousness is evolving, sometimes I get together with certain people or hear people say things, and I'm like, oh no, our minds are in a very different place. So I do think there is a gap between consciousness, and some people are just less awake, less conscious than others. But that being said, I feel like we're all being pushed to look at things we don't want to see. And I don't know, I feel like survival is just getting a little more intense, and prices are going up. Like you're just feeling it. Like it's just subtle, It's just like, there's tension, this underlying tension. There's this just see prices, just a tiny little price increase, and you're like, yeah, we're struggling, I know that every day is a struggle for me, particularly because I'm really isolated. I have my only true support system is my husband, and we are no contact with our families, and we left our religion 10 years ago and tried to find our place, but everywhere we went just kind of echoed the same psychological patterns of desperation for attention and approval, greed, deception. It was just everywhere, And so yeah. So we're just like, all right, we'll do our own thing until we find people that align. And pretty crazy. So that's why it's a struggle for me, because it's not good for the human brain to not be part of something bigger than yourself. And I think that's why I've created the Bloom Room, because I know how important it is to have people in your court, like people on your side who are cheering you on and want you to succeed. Like, that is so important to have people who want you to succeed, not people who are competing with you and happy when you fall. That is a no-go for me. Like, no-go. I have zero tolerance. That's not a friendship. And I tell that to my kids all the time. I'm like, we have this marble jar, and I believe it came from Brene Brown. But every relationship has a marble jar, and that's like the amount of trust that you have with that person. And we're all doing things that are, we gain trust, we lose trust. And so if someone, does something hurtful, they lose marbles in the jar, right? You don't trust that person quite as much. And maybe you're to confront them and say, hey, that wasn't cool. That really affected me in this way. And, if they're open and receptive, well, they get some marbles back. If they're defensive and they gaslight you, it's just like they just lose more marbles. And so a lot of my relationships in life is just like, I just dumped all the marbles. I don't trust you because you don't have my best interest in mind. The very definition of a family is a community of people who have your back. Truly. They're not competition. That's not family. Family is your team. It's not the opponent. It's your team. And it's totally natural for it to start to feel like an opponent, because you get people living together, you have conflict of interest. And you're developing, you have blind spots, you do things that violate trust. That's why communication is so important, because you have to, with family, you have to rebuild that trust. You have to. Otherwise, the only other option is for hearts to harden, close, and walls to go up. There's no other way. So I refuse to have my heart go hard and hardened. Refuse. Because my children need me soft. They need me open. And so if a relationship requires me to go numb or cold, it's crucial that there's communication. Otherwise, that person doesn't get a significant place in my life. It's just how it goes. Because resentment is essentially the heart hardening. And so, anyways, all that to say, life's a struggle. Like, the brain's not thriving when you have one person in your corner. And my kids are there, but my kids are dependent on me, and I will never rely on them to be my support. And I really, 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 really rubs me the wrong way when parents turn children into their friends, into their therapist, their confidant, their no, your kid, you don't use your kid. And yeah, I was going to go into another example, but I don't feel like talking about that right now. So basically, people can use their kids to fill a lot of their needs. That's a selfish parent. They see children as something that's there to fill them, whereas a parent is there to fill you. And I get it. In order to be able to have that mindset, you have to be whole yourself. You have to fill your needs. And so, anyways, hence going back to the Bloom Room. And I just really, I've been all over the place because there's content that I have in there. I have resources. And I know I want a community, and I've been so all over the place. So where I've settled now is that ultimately and first and foremost, the Bloom Room is a place where you can come and belong and find encouragement. And I have zero tolerance there for anyone pulling anyone down. So, that is the Bloom Room. we encourage each other. We celebrate our successes, specifically our self-care. So nourishing our body, moving our body, and our mind, getting to know what our psychological needs are. So I studied astrology for the last six-ish years. And some of that was pretty full time, meaning hours a day I was studying with a school. And I started with just broad astrology and then got into a more niche school, which was specifically psychological astrology. And from that, I've developed what's called integrative astrology, which is where you take the symbols of the sky and they symbolize certain psychological needs and functions, the zodiac as well as the planets. And that helps us build just a framework to understand what our psychological needs are. So in the Bloom Room, I don't have anyone in there right now, full transparency. I have had, and then because I've been reinventing myself so many times, it's just, I had to wipe it clean and start again. So, anyways, so the plan is to have a weekly devotional where I'll pull from the texts that I have, books that I have, just my own knowledge. AI will help, and just I will theme it around the archetypal theme that we're currently in, and just you'll learn, but also you'll connect, because it's a topic that we can engage with together, and feel like we belong, and we have people, like I said, on our team. So anyways, I am at the Costco and I'm going to get some groceries. So let's go do that. I'm telling you guys, I don't belong in this world. I mean, I know I do, but I don't know. I feel like I'm at the point where I'm going to have to start paying someone to go to get groceries for me, because I just my mentality does not jive. I can't tell you how many times I have been I've almost had to ask a Costco employee to walk me out to the door, because there was a man following me around, finding sneaky ways to touch me, and same thing with my daughter. Except I was a lot more polite with the man that was trying to get near me than I was with my daughter. So, and it's not just that, it's I don't know, people are just so grouchy, and they're so rude, and I'm just I have never, I don't see the world that way. I'm a genuinely happy. Do I get mad? Obviously I'm upset right now, right? But do I get sad? Yeah. Do I get angry? Yeah. But at random strangers? No. I'm not out there to pick a fight with people. I genuinely see humans as, I don't see them as competition. I genuinely don't. Do you know what I see as competition? Myself. I am my competition. I know we're all in competition with each other. I'm not stupid. I know that. But that's not I'm not living in that frequency, that's my perception of how I see everyone. It's I'm playing basketball because I love, I love playing basketball, so I play basketball, or whatever sport it is. I'm playing because I love the game and because I want to be the best player I can be. And in so doing, there's a defender, and it's just part of the games. I'm not getting controlling around anything but being the best version of myself. So, and I'm very aware that most people don't see it that way. And so that's a difficult reality for me to live with. It really is. But I keep going into the freaking grocery store. We have made it to Thursday, y'all, and I had a wonderful sleep last night. I was so tired. And so I had a little bit of a late start today, but that's okay. So let's get to it. Good morning and happy Friday. Today is a shopping day, so which I'm really excited about. These are my favorite days. So I'm gonna go with my daughter and I'll probably just go check out like the jewelry section in TJ Maxx. Sometimes you can find some like little gems in there. Maybe Nordstrom Rack, I don't know. Like I found this bracelet at Nordstrom Rack, like on the sale rack, and it's like real pearls and it's just so delicate, and I love like when the fixture is one of these pulley things because it's pretty. Like there's no, like with these bracelets, I don't know what you like the jump ring and stuff like that is not as pretty, plus then it has like a little dangle. Anyway, so I'm hoping there'll be stuff like that, or like a cuff. Maybe I'll look for a cuff bracelet. I also like to look in their makeup section because they often have a lot of like my favorite brands from Sephora, like NARS or Anastasia, where I use like my bronzer, Bare Minerals, Complexion Rescue. I love that one too, and oftentimes they have them at TJ Maxx for a much lower price than you'd get at Sephora. So I like to go and treasure hunt. So we're gonna go treasure hunt today. It's just gonna be like a fun day. I might reorganize my closet because it's getting out of control. And yeah, we'll see what else I feel inspired to do. So, happy Friday. So, good morning. We are on Saturday now. Oh, so I just finished my makeup and I forgot to do my finishing spray, so you can do it with me. Span it. Yesterday, we went shopping and I said that we were gonna go do some treasure hunting. And we did. So I found a NARS blush, Infatuated. So this color looks fantastic on my skin. I used to work at Sephora, so I know a lot of their products pretty well. And so when I go to TJ Maxx, I'm always looking for little treasures. What else did I get? Got the blush. I didn't get this from TJ Maxx, but I ordered this lip liner on Amazon, Too Faced. And I'm wearing it right now just like a little bit. I think I like it. It's like a plumping, so it kind of like tingles, which I've never had in a lip liner. So that's new to me. I really like a natural lip. So that's partly why it's difficult for me to find lip products, because I don't like lip products. So I also found an SPF lip balm, and I just tried it this morning. Not the SPF part, but I just put it on, and it's really nice. So yay, I don't have to burn my lips again. What else did I find? I think that's all as far as makeup goes. I got a couple of like little crop tees, which are cute. Yeah, I'm sure you'll see them on my Instagram at some point. I'm gonna start, the plan is to start creating more chill hop reels, and I feel hopeful. Okay, well, let's get our day started.